guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about nut and seed butters. Most nut and seed butters naturally contain healthful fats that benefit heart health, reduce the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and they even lower the risk of obesity, unlike those jams, jellies, butter, and margarines. Just because there is a high amount of fat in these nuts and seed butters, they usually get a bad rep because 2 tablespoons of, which is usually a serving, of these nut and seed butters contain about 16 grams of fat. But on the contrary, it's the type of fat that can help with heart health. So these butters are actually full of monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat, which are known to decrease those LDL cholesterol levels and triglyceride levels, which we want to keep low, so that's a good thing. The dietary reference intake of total fat is about 20 to 35% from total calories. So if you eat 2,000 calories a day, you would need about 44 to 77 grams of fat per day. So if you are eating a prime rib, you're going to get some of those unhealthier fats and lack monounsaturated fats versus having a nut or seed butter, which contains some of those healthier fats like monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, like I talked about a little earlier. Besides the healthier fats in nut butters, they're also full of fiber and protein that can help you feel full longer, which is positive of these nut and seed butters. It is recommended that you get at least 4 ounces or half a cup of nuts or seeds per week, so you could incorporate 2 tablespoons or so a day to get the recommended amount. So you don't need a lot to get the recommended amount, which is great. When looking at these butters, it can be hard to choose which one is the best for you and which ones you should avoid, so I suggest choosing the more natural kinds as they avoid the unnecessary added sugars and trans fats. Manufacturers add trans fat or hydrogenated oils to keep the oil from separating during storage. So when you buy the natural ones, you see the separation, and yeah, you have to stir it before you eat it, but that just means that there's less preservatives in it, which is good. So if you do buy some of those natural peanut butters, all you have to do is stir it before you eat it or store it upside down so it stays mixed. If you are looking at the nutrition facts and it says 0 grams of trans fat, just know that you should probably read the ingredient list, because products that have less than 0.5 grams of trans fat per serving aren't required to put it on their nutrition facts. So that's just an FYI. So I bought a few different kinds of nut and seed butters to taste. I just wanted to taste them all, give my honest review, and choose ones that I would normally choose from the grocery store. I don't have any allergies, so that can be different from you guys. If you have a peanut allergy or whatnot, you might not choose peanut butter, obviously, so just take this with a grain of salt. But yeah, there are so many different kinds of nut and seed butters to choose from at the grocery store, and there's also different brands, and each brand is different, and each, like almond butters, they don't contain the same thing, so just be wary about that. The different kinds, there's powdered, individual sized, flavored like chocolate or vanilla, stirred or not, and then the different nuts or seeds that they're made from. So quite a bit to choose from. This definitely can cause you to be overwhelmed when trying to find a healthier option, so I'll give my honest review, let you know how to even choose a healthier one that will fit your tastes and your preferences. So let's get started. First one I have is this creamy almond butter. It says you have to stir it. It's unsweetened, no salt added, and 7 grams per serving, which the serving is 2 tablespoons, like most of these are. I got this at Target. Show you. And honestly, I was nervous I wasn't gonna like it because my fiance really likes the Jif brand, so that's what we get. I don't eat it a lot, but this was really good. Like, really good. The only ingredients in it are almonds, which is a bonus because there's no preservatives or anything like that in it. It's just almonds. No sugars, no sodium, just almonds. So I really thought this tasted really well. Yeah, and it's the Target brand. Be careful when you're looking, if you decide to get almond butter, just make sure you look at the ingredient list, because I did see a few other almond butters that had more than just almonds in it, so the fewer the better. So the next one is the Jif Creamy Peanut Butter, which everyone has probably seen. My fiance Eli absolutely loves this one and the reduced fat. He really likes the reduced fat one. Must taste different. I can't really tell a difference. It has 7 grams of protein per serving, which again, 2 tablespoons is 1 serving. This one has a lot more ingredients. It has added sugar in it as well, sodium. I personally would not recommend this one, just because of all the ingredients that it really doesn't need. Yeah, it's going to taste good, but that almond butter one tasted really good. So yeah, and in most schools, you can't have peanut butter because of everyone's allergies, so I just personally wouldn't buy this one if I didn't have to, if my fiance didn't want to. So the next one that I bought was the sunflower butter. It says no sugar added sunflower butter, free from the top 8 allergens like milk, eggs, nuts, soybeans, wheat, shellfish, fish, and peanuts, if I said them all. This one I used to see when I was doing my dietetic internship when I was at my school rotations. I saw this one a lot because you can't have peanuts, like I said, in the school, so they pretty much ban peanut butter. But if you have sun butter, there's no allergens, like the top 8 allergens, so this is a good option. This is what it looks like. When I tried this one, it was kind of salty. The only ingredients in this one are roasted sunflower seed and salt. It is pretty salty, and it does taste like sunflower seeds, obviously, but I still think it tasted good. Not my favorite, just because it was pretty salty, but I did like the almond butter a little better. But this would be a great option if you had to make school lunches for your kid, because you could actually use this one when you make your kid lunch or snacks or anything because of the allergen free. It does need to be stirred because it is natural, which is, it took me like maybe a second to stir it, and it all was like one consistency. It's a little runny, just like the almond butter was. Those two are a little runnier than the peanut butter. If you stirred it and let it sit for a little bit, it might thicken up. I don't know, I just stirred it and ate it. Then the sunflower butter also doesn't have sugar, so this is a good option as well to steer it clear from the peanut butter. I also grabbed this creamy cashew butter, unsweetened, no salt added, stirred to enjoy, from Target. It's the Target brand. This one has less protein, 4 grams per serving, than all the others that had like 7 grams of protein. So if you're looking to add more protein, maybe not, this won't be your choice. Doesn't have any sodium. The only ingredients are dry roasted cashews and high oleic sunflower seed oil, which is a monounsaturated fat, which is good for heart health and overall health. So that's a good ingredient to have in it. So yeah, this one was okay. I'd say if I had to choose between the creamy nut butters, I would probably choose the almond butter, which only had almonds. I'm still just like amazed by that. Then the sunflower butter, and then the cashew butter. That would probably be how I rank it. And then the Jif, the creamy peanut butter. That's how I would probably rank it so far. I also grabbed these individual sized nut butters. You've probably seen them. I can see it. And then this one. We use these a lot when we go on hikes or we're traveling, just so we don't have to carry a huge like thing of peanut butter around and like a knife. We just use these. Either we just like eat them straight like out of the packet, or we spread them on like crackers or apples or something like that. These are a great protein source. This first one I have is the RX nut butter, and these always show like the ingredients on the front. So it says 1 egg white, 18 almonds, half a date, and no BS. This flavor is the vanilla almond butter, and this one's great. They all are. And it has 9 grams of protein per packet, which is crazy. That's a lot. So yeah, there's no added sugars, 9 grams of protein like I said. And yeah, all you have to do is just squeeze it a little bit to like mix it together and then just eat it. Perfect. The next one I got was the Good & Gather, the Target brand honey creamy almond butter. This one tasted like the almond butter that I got in a big jar. But the ingredients on this one are almonds, cane sugar, palm oil, powdered honey, and sea salt. So if they made one like this with just almonds in it, that would be awesome, and that one would be a better option. But if you're only having like a little packet, it's not gonna hurt. This one has 2 grams of added sugar, and then let's see, where's the protein? 6 grams of protein. So you still get quite a bit of protein in this. And this one had a lot of different flavors as well. So I like these. The last one that I have, I've had this one for a while. It's the powdered peanut butter, the PB2. You've probably seen it before. It has 85% less fat and calories than traditional peanut butter. It has 5 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. So this is great for like smoothies. I like to like either top it on my like acai bowls or include it in baking or smoothies. Just, it's easier sometimes just to put a powder in instead of like a creamy, thick peanut butter. So I like it for that. Tastes fine. I can't really taste a difference. If you want the creamy texture like regular peanut butter, all you do is just add some water. There's instructions on here. So yeah, this is another option. So that is everything that I had to show you today. I hope you found this helpful. There are a lot of options when you're going down the peanut butter aisle, just like the yogurt aisle. There's just so many different kinds, which is awesome because everyone has different taste preferences and allergies that they have to adhere to. So I just thought this would help a little bit, just knowing to look at the ingredients because there's different brands. Each brand is different. It's Good & Gather almond butter, like I said, only has almonds in it, which is great, but I know there was different ones, kind of like this one, which had a lot more ingredients in it. So just be careful about that, and yeah, choose whatever you like. I just thought this would be helpful, and for me, now I know that I like that almond butter, and I can try and use it in more of my daily life, like on peanut butters, like snacking, stuff like that, and see if my fiance actually likes it. So thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.